The freedom to work with your subcontractors for as long as you want is real. I know that's not what the payroll companies will tell you, but here's the thing. They want you to rely on their services by playing up to that fear. How do I know? We used to do the same thing, and there's one big secret they'd rather keep quiet. If you ever wondered how somehow you can't pay your subbies long term, but payroll companies can without upsetting HMRC, it's all in their contract, and that's the best part. You can do it too. No middleman required. Let me explain how. Let's start by clearing up where all this confusion comes from. Paying your subcontractor's CIS deduction to HMRC is an accounting matter, but determining whether your subbies are employed or self-employed, well, that's a legal matter. So firstly, it's not the job for an accountant, as many often assume. This confusion is amplified by the fact that our UK law doesn't provide a straightforward definition of employment or self-employment. Instead, we have 3 tests that we must apply in every situation, and the result of these tests determines someone's employment status. The major issue is that these tests have been around since the swinging 1960s. Like many other things, since then, how businesses work with their subbies has changed significantly. Unfortunately, some less than honest payroll companies seize this confusion as an opportunity to scare people into using their services. And let's face it, they do have one big stick to hit you with. They'll tell you that if HMRC decides that your subbies should be reclassified as employees, it's you who will bear the responsibility for paying backdated PAYE, national insurance and interest along with any fines or penalties. This is why they often give advice like, if you tell your subbies what to do and when to do it, they should be employed. That's not true. They'll also insist that if you specify what time subcontractors should be on site, when they should leave, and even when they take tea breaks, they're nothing more than disguised employees. But again, that is simply not the case. Okay, to the untrained eye, it might look like an employee-employer relationship, but what everyone seems to forget is context. Context is everything. What actually determines whether the subcontractors you use should be employed or self-employed comes down to nothing more than how you work with them on a day-to-day basis. Provided how you work with them is genuinely self-employed, you can work with them for as long as you like. You achieve this, and we've assisted hundreds of firms in doing this successfully by eliminating any chance for misinterpretation through the implementation of a contract between you and your subcontractors. It's the very same approach that the payroll companies take, but the difference now is that you're cutting out their fees, retaining control of your payroll and staying compliant. By doing this, you can provide them with a van, cover their training costs and have them wear your branded uniform, all without HMRC claiming they're actually employees, and all without your subbies losing 15 to 20 quid a week just to get paid. If all that sounds good, here's how it works. First, we establish a contract between you and your subcontractors, tailored to your day-to-day working relationship, meaning no need to change your methods. This contract serves as a straightforward safeguard should HMRC initiate a status inquiry, and if, by any some unlikely chance, the contract ever falls short, we have an insurance policy to cover any tax and national insurance owed to the revenue. Finally, because we know you want to feel fully protected, our employment status guarantee means you can keep using the same subbies on an ongoing, long-term basis directly with the peace of mind that if HMRC ever reclassifies them as employees, it's us who bear the responsibility for any financial implications, not you. So, if you do want to work with self-employed subcontractors for the long haul, keep control of your payroll and stay compliant, let's have an honest chat. With our years of know-how, we can offer you the best advice for your business.